Hello everybody, welcome to the Steckline Report. EPA, boy, they've been a thorn in a lot of people's sides for 100 years. We thought we had things worked out pretty well with the administrator that is now retired or gone, Lisa Jackson. A new one's been named. We won't talk about her yet because she hasn't been there but just a few days, but we will talk about what EPA has done that really upsets a lot of cattlemen in this country, and it should. Stand by.
I first got started in the cattle business. My wife and my father-in-law got me into it. I love dealing with the animals and being in the outdoors. At American Ag Credit, I know a lot of them are in the same business that I am. You know, therefore they understand what I need and what problems I'm against, so they can work with you on it, and it makes it much easier.
It's been passed down to me through the generations, and I want to pass it on down to the next generation or two.
There are more mouths to feed than ever before. What are farmers doing to meet the challenge? They're using agronomically designed equipment from Case IH. Our Quadtrac technology, soil management, and planting systems are designed to foster a better growing environment that helps farmers maximize yield potential. And our deep understanding of agriculture is preparing them for the challenges ahead. Will you be ready?
I'm ready.
Visit any of our 7 locations. Straub International, we're helping Kansas grow.
Friends, the Environmental Protection Agency is often running and giving information out to people that I don't think they should. Information that should probably never be given out, given to the EPA under the understanding that it would not be. But listen to what happened here. And this comes to us courtesy of the National Cattlemen's Beef Association, who had a meeting with EPA just a week or so ago. And they were told that, that they gave information that feedlots gave to EPA over the years, and we're required to do so, no matter what the size of the feedlot, to a couple of people that I really wouldn't care knowing anything about the feedlot industry. Pew Charitable Trust, the Natural Resources Defense Council, and Earth Justice. They were given information about concentrated animal feeding operations in more than 30 states, including many family farms, ranchers who feed less than 1,000 head and are not subject to much of EPA's actions, including the Clean Water Act, which is what, of course, the big deal is about now. The NCBA past president, who's a cattle feeder from Pilger, Nebraska, said the information includes his was given families, home address, geographical coordinates, telephone numbers, the names of deceased relatives, all of that given to these people who we know want to gather information to use against the industry. That's EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, paid by your and my tax dollars. Yes, that happened under Lisa's reign. Lisa, I'm glad you're gone. This deal stinks and really makes it difficult for rural America to come back and say to EPA, hey, we'd like to work with you, we'd like to be friends again, because all the way from dust to water to everything else the last 4 or 5 years, we've been in a total turmoil with the Environmental Protection Agency. We'll see what happens under the new reign. Folks, we told you on the last Steckline Report that USDA is saying we're going to have about a $4.50 to 80 cent range on corn this year, down about a third from last year. In fact, wheat prices are lower by about 20%, just roughly here now. Soybean prices are down slightly, cotton prices are up. But what about weather? Sure, that'll play the much bigger role than those codgers at USDA who think they know what the market's going to do. And we just now have an overall look at the U.S. Drought Monitor. It's better this time of the year than it was last year at this time, especially the eastern corn belt. In fact, some places got so much rain it'll probably hold them up on planting when they want to plant corn, soybeans. But that's just half the country. The other half, the western half, is still in dire needs. Some relief for Kansas, some relief for the Ponderosa where I'm at, but it's a long ways even to get our wheat crop into the bin, let alone planting, getting up, growing, and harvesting corn or soybeans in September or October. In any event, the folks at the meteorology departments across the country still feel that South Dakota to Texas, west to California will be in some kind of a drought yet this year. A dry spring is expected. And I'm expecting you back here next time around on the Steckline Report.